Hello, my dear students. Are you ready to learn a new lesson today? Great! So let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome back again to our class today. I hope that you are doing good, and I'm your teacher, Teacher BN, for this subject. And I encourage you to please ready your pen, paper, and of course your ears to listen to the lessons that we will be learning on this day. All right, so are you ready? All right. Now, for today's lessons, we'll be talking about the figure of speech. So, of course, we have our objective. Number one is identify the figure of speech used. And number two is explain figures of speech in the sentences. All right. What is figure of speech? So basically, a figurative speech is a word or phrase that uses figurative language that has other meaning. Okay. And it has also a meaning and its literal and typical definition. So there are four types of figure of speech, and all of this will be learning as we go on to our lesson today. Now, number one, we have here the simile, metaphor, personification, and hyperbole. Let's begin with the simile. A simile is compares two different things. So of course, uses the word like or the word as or something else. Now we have our example here. Number one, he was as quiet as a mouse. So here in our example, it simply compares two different things. So basically, he was and of course mouse. Number two, she can swim as fast as a fish. So basically, again, it compares two different things. She can swim and a fish. Number three of our example, he is acting as jumpy as a frog. So he is acting a frog. So compares two different things. The last one, number four, is she swam like a fish. So here compares two different things. She swam a fish. I hope that it is very clear. Let's go on and continue. The metaphor. Again, the metaphor compares two different things. And metaphor says one thing is the other. It uses the words is or are, or basically it simply compares two different things without the word as or like. So, as simple as that. Now we have our example here. Ali, the word S, a walking dictionary. Number two, time is money or time is gold. Not necessarily that time is money, but it simply says that time is something is very important. Number three, the snow is a white blanket. So we see here the word S, and remember that in a metaphor, you can simply compares two different things without using the word as or like. And here we use the word is. The number 4, the stars are sparkling diamonds. So again, metaphor is you can use the word is or are. So we use here the word are. The stars are sparkling diamonds. So it compares two different things, the star, sparkling diamonds. And we have here the third types of figure of speech, the personification. So basically, the personification is an ideas, animals, things, and other inanimate objects are represented as having human qualities. Objects are treated as though they are capable of doing what people can do. Let us always remember this. Now we have our example here. My alarm clock yells at me to get out of bed every morning. So basically here in the example is talking about the word yells, no, or my alarm clock yells, and to get out of bed every morning. So I get out of bed every morning when my alarm clock rings. So that's the example. And number 2, lightning danced across the sky. All right. So let's go on to the fourth types of the figures of speech, which is the hyperbole. So hyperbole means it uses exaggeration rather, or extra way. Now, we have our example here. Number 1, this bag weighs a ton. So here in example, because we can see that we cannot have a weight of bag weights a ton, like, right? And basically when we say tons, it's very heavy. But this is the example of exaggeration. Number 2, she was so happy, her smile was a mile wide. So the same exaggeration. We not literally says that her smile is 1 mile wide, but this are the example of exaggeration that says that she was so happy, okay, and her smile, or maybe she have a beautiful smile, something like that. Right, let's go on. All right, so I think that's the end of our discussion this day. And again, thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you learned something from this lesson. And if you have some question or clarification, so you can chat or you can comment down to our chat box, so that I can also reply on your or if you have something you have questions or clarification. And again, thank you for listening and watching, and good day everyone, and God bless.